welcome back to Homestead Corner. Today I want to talk a little bit about shelf-stable drinks and different kinds of things that you can put in your pantry for long-term emergencies. We are always looking for new things to put in our pantries, and I think drinks sometimes get overlooked, the types of drinks, because we can just drink water, but just drinking water gets really boring really fast. So having something for, just a little bit to add in here and there for the kids, for adults, for all of us, we're all going to need things that are not just water. So we store a bunch of different things really to try and mix it up so we've got different things that we like. And some of them we don't really use all the time, but we like to keep them in the pantry for emergencies. And once in a while we might have them, just to cycle through that stuff in the pantry. We definitely want to do that as well. But some of them just kind of, they're there for those emergency purposes. So one of the things that we love to keep in our pantry is lots of teas, just plain old teas, things that are simple and easy to make. Just a little bit of water, like black tea. I make sun tea with the black tea. A lot of times I'll just take like 6 bags, throw it in a half-gallon jug with some water, some filtered water, whatever I have, and put it out in the sun. In a couple hours, it is all brewed up. You can add your sweetener, whatever you want to add to it, and it is ready to go. We just cool it off, put some ice in it, throw it in the fridge, and it's ready to drink. No electricity for sun tea, which is a wonderful thing. We love making it, and it's just simple and easy, and you don't have to use any electricity or heat anything up. So you're saving fuel that way. Teas are definitely a good one. It's nice to have a decaffeinated cup at nighttime to soothe your nerves, things like that. We also keep a bunch of different herbs that we grow. Like we keep chamomile. We grow that in the garden. You can grow mint really easy. There are tons of things that you can grow in your garden that are really simple to grow. They require almost no work at all. And just drying them out, if you have a tea ball, you can make tea. And I love chamomile tea at nighttime. It's really relaxing, especially if you've had a stressful day. So that's another big one that we keep in our pantry. I drink a lot of chamomile tea at night. And in the morning, of course, I like my coffee. And I love regular coffee. None of the fancy flavors or anything like that, but I really like the drip coffee or percolated whatever. But in an emergency, you may not be able to do that. And that coffee, your ground coffee and your coffee beans are not going to last long term. You could do green beans, and then roast them yourself. They are pretty expensive though. And instant coffee for fuel purposes, I think is the way to go. It's, not top of the line coffee, but it'll get you through in a pinch in an emergency. So we definitely keep a couple different kinds. I like these little packets for our go bags, things like that. If we ever are stuck out somewhere, we've got them in our get home bag, we've got them in our bug out bags, things like that. These little individual packet ones are great, and this is great to keep around the house, just instant coffee. The glass jar ones are going to last longer than the plastic in your pantry, but the plastic will definitely last many years. And the best by date on these coffees are freeze dried. They're going to last. They are not going to go bad. So I don't really pay much attention to those best by dates on instant coffee. And the next thing is we like to keep a few different teas for when we're sick. Just a little lemon ginger. That is always nice if you're feeling under the weather. This is a little energy blend, vanilla spice. And just to mix it up a little bit so it's not the same thing all the time. You really want to mix it up so you have different things that you like. And the next thing that we keep is that we keep a couple of cans of this big Gatorade stuff because it's got your electrolytes in it, everything. It really helps, especially in those times when you are having to do so much more work than you're used to. You are going to be burning up that energy, definitely. And you want to stay good and hydrated. So having something with electrolytes is great. If you keep Pedialyte or Gatorade, or there's a whole bunch of different things you can do with electrolytes. But we just like to have something, and the orange Gatorade is something everyone in my house will drink. So we keep that in the pantry for emergencies and when we need it. And the next thing that we keep is powdered milk. We love to have powdered milk in the house because it's actually pretty inexpensive for cooking if you're doing a lot of cooking. I know I will get into a recipe, I'll start making something and I don't have enough milk in the fridge. This is so handy. You could just mix it up and you've got milk. And a lot of the powdered milks, some of them are pretty good on their own. We really like the Thrive Life for just regular drinking. The kids like to drink milk, so we keep that. If they need to drink milk, they can have that. We have used Nido milk, the Great Value milks. We like those a little bit better for cooking and, you know, making cheeses or something like that. But the Thrive Life we really like just for drinking. Once you get it cold, it tastes just like you bought a gallon of milk at the store. And the next thing that we keep are these little water mixes, like flavorings. This is one of my favorite. There's no sugar in here, which is nice. So if you are diabetic or anything like that, it's sweetened with stevia. So this one is really good for if you can't have sugar. We really like that one. And I also get the Zero Pink Lemonade, the Country Time. I grew up on Country Time lemonade. That was the thing back then in the 80s. And everybody had Country Time lemonade. And so we keep a little bit of that in there. So they're just the individual packets. You can pour it in a water just so you've got something different. Because if you're drinking water straight all the time, you're definitely going to get bored. Unless you're used to drinking water and nothing else. So, and I don't know too many people that only drink water. And these little fruity ones, these are great to mix it up for the kids and stuff. I think they are low sugar, they're sugar-free. Again, most of the ones I buy are sugar-free. The kids like them and they will drink them and they're not getting pounded with sugar. The Gatorade is probably the worst one for sugar, but you got to have something. You want to make sure you're getting those electrolytes, and you're not always getting electrolytes with just water and one of these little flavoring things. So we do like to keep the Gatorade for that purpose, but there are tons of different things. If you have a favorite shelf stable drink that you keep in your pantry that I haven't mentioned here, please list it in the comments down below. It really helps other people and they can find things that they may not have thought of. And it's good to have lots of variety in your pantry. So when an emergency happens, you're not stuck with just one thing. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.